Abdul El-Sayed has won Michigan's Democratic Senate primary. If he wins in November, he will become the first Muslim ever elected to the U.S. Senate. The progressive Democrat defeated Congresswoman Haley Stevens in one of the most expensive Senate primaries in U.S. history. Born in Michigan to Egyptian immigrant parents, El-Sayed was raised by his Egyptian father, Mohammed, and his American stepmother, Jackie, in what he describes as a multicultural household. He graduated from the University of Michigan before becoming a Rhodes Scholar at Oxford University, where he earned a PhD. He later completed his medical degree at Columbia University. El-Sayed went on to lead Detroit's public health department, focusing on lead exposure, maternal health, and expanding access to healthcare. Now 41, the physician says many of the US's biggest health challenges begin long before patients walk through a hospital's doors. Politically, El-Sayed belongs to the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. He supports universal healthcare, affordable housing, and stronger workers' rights. On foreign policy, he has become one of the party's most outspoken critics of Israel's atrocities in Palestine, including its genocidal war on Gaza. He has described Israel's campaign in Gaza as genocide and argues that US taxpayer money should be invested in healthcare, education, and infrastructure at home rather than funding overseas wars. The primary became one of the costliest Senate races in US history. Outside groups spent more than $70 million during the campaign, with pro-Israel organizations including the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, or AIPAC, backing Haley Stevens.
We took on a machine. You're not supposed to be able to beat $70 million of outside spending. A record amount of money spent in a campaign against a Democrat in a primary in any campaign. You're not supposed to be able to beat that. And what we showed is that the power of our many is greater than the power of their money.
According to campaign finance analysis, outside groups spent roughly $95 for every vote cast against El-Sayed, compared with about $9 per vote spent by his own campaign.
They've set a record in this race to help elect my opponent because they know that she'll be a reliable vote, just like she took last week to send your tax dollars to a foreign government that is aiding, arming, and abetting the very people who want to foreclose on the possibility of Palestinian self-determination.
Michigan is home to one of the largest Arab American communities in the U.S. and has become one of the country's most important swing states. The race comes as the incumbent Democratic senator steps down, making the seat critical to Democratic hopes of regaining control of the Senate. Michigan has also become a focal point of opposition to U.S. support for Israel's atrocities in Palestine, particularly among Arab American and Muslim voters.
So you do want the U.S. to stop funding Israel?
Absolutely. And I want us to stop running cover for Israel in the likes of the UN, ICC, ICJ. I think we should be treating Israel according to its actions. I've been very clear that I don't think we should be selling weapons to Israel, and I don't think that we should be sending them direct foreign unconditional military aid.
El-Sayed now faces Republican Mike Rogers in November in one of the country's most closely watched Senate races. The outcome could help determine which party controls the Senate. But for many Arab Americans and Muslim voters, the election also represents an opportunity to break one of the last religious barriers in U.S. politics by sending the country's first Muslim senator to Washington.